All right, we dig back into it as we continue the conversation as we do every day here. We appreciate your support. We would appreciate it if you would follow us on all those important social media platforms like Truth, Getter. You can watch live on YouTube every day. We're really working on growing that audience. And if you can be part of that, boy, we'd appreciate it. Because it's all part of the growing. It's the way you reach the world now. The world's not what it was 10 years. Certainly isn't what it was when I was young. And joining me now is Ron Brenke. He's Executive Director of the American Council of Engineering Companies of Michigan, ACEC Michigan. And he's running the contact project between Michigan motorists and state senators. Thank you so much for being here, Ron.
Thanks for having me, Steve.
Well, what does this mean, running a contact project between Michigan motorists, people that drive, some better than others, I've noticed, and state senators? What does this mean?
Well, we are trying to connect actual voters with our elected officials, and specifically in the Senate. As you know, we've got a road funding issue. It's been discussed a lot, and the governor's put forth a plan. The House, Speaker Matt Hall has put forth a plan, and the only the other leg of the stool that hasn't is the Senate. So we're focusing this effort on contacting, putting the residents in specific Senate districts and having them speak directly to the senators and tell them exactly what they would like to see them do before October 1st.
And what is that? I mean, look, when you talk about road funding, and you're launching a grassroots effort to take care of it, we're still paying for roads today that were borrowed against during the Engler administration. I drive out of my road here onto the main road out here. It is so bad, I will knock the teeth out of my head. The fillings will rattle right out of my head, and I got to go see my dentist, and it's a lot of, seriously, it's so bad. You can't ride a bicycle down the roads around my house because you'll literally bust a wheel. And it's shameful. I mean, I don't see this problem in Ohio and Indiana and Pennsylvania. And you know what? They tax people at a lower rate. Every one of the states I just mentioned, I think, operates with a lower annual budget. How did we end up here?
Well, you're exactly right. We've got a problem in Michigan. We've got a black eye when it comes to our roads. Everyone knows it. And it's a problem we got to fix. Quite frankly, our infrastructure is the foundation of our economy, right? I mean, it starts with infrastructure. If we want to attract businesses, if we want people to stay here, and if we want to attract people to Michigan, we've got to make some improvements to this. It's a safety issue, quite frankly. I mean, you think about the buses that are about to start running on these roads, the first responders, that have to come in and take people to the hospital on these pothole-ridden roads. It's not good. And so I think, this has been a problem for decades. And I would somewhat disagree that we have invested like other states. If you look at the per capita investment in Michigan versus some of these other states, Michigan has been at the bottom for many, many years. And that's how we got to this point.
Well, so, yeah, but we, for example, the point that I was making here, Ron, the annual budget in Pennsylvania, the annual budget is $30 billion less than Michigan. Bigger state, more roads, more people, and somehow they get it done and we don't. That's what I'm referring to.
You're right. It's priorities, right? It's all about priorities. We have an $83 billion budget now, right? And there's got to be some more emphasis placed on fixing our roads and fixing infrastructure in Michigan. That's how we grow the state. That's how we make it more of an enjoyable place to be. And quite frankly, we're geared up. Our industry is geared up. We hired a lot of engineers. The contractors have bought equipment and geared up to deliver the governor's program. So we're ready to go. I mean, we've got the people and the equipment and things in place. Yeah. Now's a good time to continue that effort. We're making progress. I mean, you can't say that there's barrels everywhere, right?
There are. And they take forever. We built the Alcan. We, the United States, built a highway across the muskeg of Alaska and Canada in 10 months' time in bad weather in 1942 and 1943. We can't get a patch of road done in 5 years. It's embarrassing, Ron. I mean, we were able to punch through a road through stuff that was impassable. People don't know what muskeg is. It's swampy, mushy. It's like walking on sponges. Anyhow, it shouldn't take us. And what I'm driving at is this. Wouldn't we be better off if we said, look, let's get rid of the majority of MDOT and local road commissions and local road and turn it over to the private sector? Wouldn't that be better? Give me a budget, give me a guarantee on the roads as you build, give me a lifetime guarantee on it, and if it doesn't work, you'll never get work again. We'll take it out of your, however you bonded. We'll make them bonded and insured so that the roads work, because what we do doesn't work. There's got to be a better way. I'm just thinking outside the box. What do you say?
Well, I think you want to have some standards from state to state and across the country, right? So that when you drive from one state to the next, the roads look the same, the signs look the same. I think there's definitely some reasons for standardization, but I can tell you the private sector has been a big part of helping to deliver the program for years. I think we do it very efficiently. We bring innovation to the projects. We bring new ideas. And I think we definitely want to be a part of that and keep that going. But I leave it up to the lawmakers to decide, how we get this done. We've got a great industry here in Michigan. We've got great people, great jobs, great workers. We're ready to go, however they want to do it.
Yeah, we have to do it in a way that is financially responsible to the next generation. So that, look, we are still paying for roads from the Engler years. We are, because we find people don't realize this state's $100 billion in debt, more if you take in the retirement funds. I mean, we've got to figure out ways to work smarter and better and create things that last. And that's why I think the private sector is always better at doing that. Yes, do we have to have standards? Yes, we do. And do we have to have inspections? Sure. But it shouldn't take 5 years to build 5 miles of road. And I'm exaggerating a little bit, Ron, but I'm not totally wrong about that. If we can build a highway across hundreds of miles of swamp in World War II, we can do this. And we've got to stop taking excuses. Oh, we can't do any better. Yes, we can. Anyhow, yes, we can do better. And that's why you're out sounding the alarm as well. I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, I agree, Steve. I mean, we got to do better. I think we're constantly trying to improve the way we build our roads so they last longer. And I think you can see we've made progress in that. I think the DOT has used some new techniques to bidding how long it takes to do a project into the bids. So I think that's helped speed up how we get these projects done. In some cases, they've completely closed the road to make it safer to build and to get it done faster. So bottom line is, let's get to the table. We need the Senate to come forth and put together a plan just like the House and the governor has done. Let's sit down and hammer this out, and let's get it done so we can get these roads fixed the right way and quickly, and so they're smooth, and we can attract people to Michigan.
Amen. I agree with you. Ron, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, Steve. Appreciate having me.
All right. Ivy is up next, of course. She'll weigh in on all the important or unimportant topics of the day. It depends on what mood she's in. You'll have to find out after the break.